Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Puzzle Agent 2, where things have got a little bit weird. The special agents have arrived and taken over Scoggins. Corker turned out to be a major conspiracy theorist, so I think Nelson's abandoned the idea of any romance there, but we shall see. And now we're in the diner once again because we're going to be talking with the director, so he is getting through those milkshakes.
Director
Jeez.
Jennings.
Ah, good to see you, Tethers. Can't stay away from these milkshakes, I see. They are sublime.
I can see that, yeah.
You've got to listen. There are terrible things happening in Scoggins. The foreman at the eraser factory, Isaac
Oh my god, the sound.
Well, actually, his real name is Ed Davis. He was abducted from the factory, dragged away by tiny forest gnomes. And looking for him, I found the body of an astronaut in the forest. The Brotherhood, that's the local gnome cult, led me to a cabin with a reclusive scientist studying eclipses and lunacy. Then, last night, I found a camp around a crashed lunar lander and the remains of a missing cross-country skier.
It's getting louder.
Only one conclusion. The astronauts in the forest are murdering people.
Oh my god. Someone take the milkshakes away from him, please.
Tethers, you're embarrassing yourself.
We're embarrassing ourselves. Astronauts, wow.
Look, believe me, I know how crazy it sounds.
I don't think you do, Tethers.
We do.
But I saw them. Astronauts. There's a camp in the woods.
Camping. Maybe that's what you need. Spend some time getting back to nature. It'll clear your head.
But they're killing people.
I mean, killer astronauts are no less likely than little gnome people, right?
Maybe you don't believe me about the astronauts.
What tipped you off, Tethers?
But there are at least 6 missing persons cases in Scoggins. Possibly more.
Yeah,
I already spoke to Sheriff Fogg. Good man. Got the situation under control.
I'm sure he has. I'm sure he told you that. What's the deal with the agents?
Where are all these agents from? Secret Service? CIA? NSA? NASA?
Just stay out of their way and let them do their jobs. It's classified, Tethers.
Of course it's classified.
I don't know what Jim told you.
Ingram, it's not what he told us. It's what he told you.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I hope Jim's not in any trouble. He was just helping me out with my case.
You're not on a case, Tethers. Vacation, remember?
Yes, sir. But the eraser factory foreman, Isaac Davner.
Could turn into a permanent vacation.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're being threatened now. Lovely. Do we want to bring up the hidden people after the astronaut thing?
Director Jennings, since you've been here, have you seen any hidden people?
Hidden people? Is that what the locals call the undesirables?
Not exactly. They're gnomes. Forest gnomes.
Yeah. His face. He is not pleased.
So, no, then?
Alright, well, you get back to your milkshakes.
All right, Director Jennings. I won't come back until I have proof of what I've seen.
Tethers, you're a good puzzle agent, I'm assuming. I'd hate to see you throw that away.
Noted, sir.
Is the I'm assuming thing like a little dig at the player? Like, if you're really bad? Well, I don't want to say that if it takes you loads of attempts to solve every puzzle, you're bad, but you get what I'm saying. If you've got like a lower rank on this little screen here, like here it tells you like how much money you've wasted and how many puzzles you've solved and like a rank name. So if you've got like the bottom rank name, maybe that's what he's getting at there, I don't know. But I guess we head out because...
Agent Tethers.
Oh...
Lori?
I heard what you said about astronauts.
I know it sounds hard to believe, but I know what I saw.
Isaac used to say he had dreams about astronauts.
We have dreams about astronauts.
They were trying to tell him something. I thought you'd want to know.
I've got to find it. The body of the astronaut.
Okay. Oh, retrace the path. Help Nelson retrace his steps to find the body of the astronaut in the forest. Rotate the tiles to create a path from Nelson to the astronaut. Okay. So, we are here. We need to get down here. Okay. So, it's just... what do we do? Just... Oh, yeah. Okay. We just click to rotate. So that's fine. So let's see. We're basically going only one way here, right? So we might be able to go that way. I don't know whether we've got to rotate. I don't know if we've got to go through every tile. It didn't say anything about that, did it? Just said rotate to help find the path. Yeah, so maybe we don't have to do every tile. Okay, it's like a squiggly one there. Alright, well I mean that would let us go through. So I'm guessing that's okay. I'm guessing we don't have to use all the tiles, but I guess we'll see. Cool. I wonder if we like what the difference in taxpayer spending is in this game to the last game. Like, it'd be quite cool to compare the different amounts we end up with in the first game and the second game to see if like this time we use way more money. Okay, not all of the squares are used in solving this puzzle. This is one thing I like about these games. It tends to answer the little questions you have about how the puzzles work. Like, it doesn't ignore the fact that you might be thinking, do I need to use all the squares? Do I not? It's a matter of figuring out which ones you do need. Okay, fine. Working backwards is best to find your way through. Although, well, to be honest, I worked forwards, so screw you, description. I'll do things my own way. Well, there it is. I mean, it looks pretty, like, battered up, doesn't it? Is there anything else going on around here before we click on it? Don't think so.
It's an empty suit. It's been empty the whole time.
I'm not surprised. That's exactly what I expected to happen. It's behind us.
It doesn't fit me anymore.
Isaac? I mean, Ed Davis?
So he was an astronaut.
No, it's Isaac Davner now.
Okay. Astronauts?
Those astronauts at the camp, are you working with them?
Not anymore. When the mission went bust, I tried to run away. But I had to run into the Moose-Ear Diner. And fall in love with the waitress. I've been trying to make a new life ever since.
Okay, what about the Hermes 2?
Hermes 2? I haven't seen it in any of the official records.
It was a secret mission.
Of course it was.
Based on confidential research from some crazy scientist. They sent us to the moon with a device, a lunar ray. We were ordered to put it on the surface, but something went wrong.
A lunar eclipse?
I guess so. The boys on the surface didn't have a chance. As soon as they got back to the module, they went completely insane. Had to lock them in the airlock and scuttle the mission.
And you crashed in Scoggins.
I realized that the ray was a weapon.
Okay, so did the hidden people, like, get on board and come here?
I saw you taken away by the hidden people, didn't I?
Yeah, they brought me back to the lander.
Why did they take you there?
I don't know. They whisper, but in a language I don't understand. I'm not sure why, but I think they were taking me to the lunar ray. They want me to destroy it.
Yeah, like we saw on the when we had to arrange the photographs, we saw the hidden people like on the moon, and then we progressed it to when they got to the Earth. So I wonder if like they're trying to get back to the moon or something, but like to destroy the ray first, so that, you know, whatever the lunar ray's for, I'm guessing maybe like shooting something on the moon or shooting the moon itself. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like destroy that and then go back home.
I'll help you, Isaac.
You will, but aren't you with the FBI?
That lunar ray is way too powerful to return to the government. And besides, I'm on vacation.
Uh-oh.
The government guys have already found the lander.
We'll have to get rid of that guard. Does your gun have a silencer?
We don't have to hurt anyone. Maybe if I make a noise, I can distract him.
Okay. Okay, there's lots of... Okay, there's a puzzle there. Oh god, there's a few puzzles. Oh god, there's lots of puzzles. Okay. So, should we just like progressively I think maybe we deal with this guy first, right? Like, if we can sneak behind, maybe we can get to this guy, take him out, then we can take out this guy, and then we can take out this guy. I'm assuming we're going to have to take them out. Like, if we go for this guy, he's going to see. If we go for this guy, he'll see us coming unless we, like, sneak behind. Let's just go for this guy. Mission Rock. The lunar ray alters the trajectory of the rock regardless of how it's thrown. Place the trees in a way where the rock bounces off them to hit the Secret Service agent. Okay. Don't let the rock fly out of the forest. When thrown, the lunar array will force the rock in the following pattern: north, east, south, west. The ray will keep repeating this pattern. Okay, so north, east, south, west. Like, fine, just goes around. It's just going to keep copying that pattern over and over again. So we've got to use trees. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, did it say trees? It did say trees, didn't it? Yeah, place the trees in a way where the rock bounces. I thought it was going crazy there. I read this and I was like, why did I say trees? But yeah, it's on the previous screen. Alright, here we go. So, here's the agent. So, here's the rock. It alters the trajectory of the rock, regardless of how it's thrown. So it always goes north, east, south, west. So we need to place the trees in a way where the rock bounces off them. Okay. Yeah, fine. So fine. So it's gonna go north. What I'm not sure is like, does it come out of the rock? I don't know also whether like these trees come into play or whether it's just the ones that we're doing. It's a little bit confusing actually. Don't let the rock fly out of the forest. When thrown, the lunar array will force the rock in the following pattern. Okay, so it'll go north, then it'll go east, then it'll go south, then it'll go west, and it will just keep doing that. Okay. So if it goes there, then it'll go there, I suppose. Okay. And then it'll go south, and then it'll go west, and then it'll just keep going around like that, I guess. So it'll go up here, it will hit this, and then I don't know if it'll like go into these trees or whether it'll go along here. It might go along here. So we kind of want it to like bounce off of here to go here, or I guess. So we want the east one to go there. Does that make sense? Let's say if we put it here, it'll go like dung dung down to here. So we don't really want to place one there, do we? Don't think we do. We might have to do a bit of like trial and error with this and like get it wrong a couple of times to actually see how the rock's going to behave, because I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. So anyway, if it goes down here, what we want it to do is to like hit this at some point, I think. So north, east, south, and then it'll go west. So if we put that there, then that's not gonna work, is it? So maybe this needs to be further over. West, and then it will go north again, which we don't want. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do it like this just to see whether the rock hits the trees and goes through them or whether it bounces off them. So we might have to suffer a failure just to see what happens here. Okay, so it does indeed get stuck. Fine. Fine. So now we know. Remember the pattern up, right, down, left. Yeah, thank you, game. I do know. So it's always going to go up. So it going there did not help. So if we... what happens if we, like, stick this here? Will it just go right? Maybe it will just go right. Possibly. If we assume that it just goes right, then it would go here, it would go down, then it would go left to there, and then... oh, actually, right, let's see, if it does just bounce off because it can't go up, then I'm guessing it would just, instead of going up, it would just go like up hits that, right, down to here, left, and then but it's gonna go up, isn't it? So if we put that there, it would go like up, right, down, left, up, it will hit that, and then it will go right to there, I think. Let's try it. Yeah, okay, nice. So if it can't actually physically go up, it just goes on to the next step. Yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, it didn't really explain whether it would go through the trees or like... Well, it sort of did, but it wasn't 100% clear, so... We'll take the hit on that one. We got it on the second attempt, that's fine. This isn't like an attempt at a 100% run. I don't even think you could 100% this game like on a blind playthrough anyway, could you? Like, you'd have to be extremely lucky. Okay, the only way the rock can hit the Secret Service agent is when the ray pulls to the right. This means the rock must be in the same horizontal row by the time the rock is pulled to the north. The key is to get the rock to hit the bottom-most fixed trees when the ray pulls to the left. Now Nelson can get to the lunar ray. Hooray! Okay. We're there. We made it. Wait, that wasn't the one that we... Okay, so now we've got to deal with...
We've got to shut down that ray.
The only safe place for that ray is at the bottom of Lake Sven.
Keep an eye on the site while I check it out.
So if we've got to...
Agent Tethers, if the government gets that weapon, they'll be able to turn anyone into feral, screaming lunatics. Just like my crewmates.
Is that what it does? So now we've got to get rid of the other guys. Oh no, maybe we... Oh no, we haven't. So there were puzzles on all three of them, but now there's not, and we can just click on this. Alright, I don't know. Well, anyway, we will leave it here until the next episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadin, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, and Paul James, and I'll see you next time.